Now that evening is here, suppose we go to a world premiere held at Grauman's Chinese Theater. Our first showing in Hollywood is an event of worldwide interest.
Hollywood is home to many secrets, and today we will dive into the history of one of the strangest secret societies within it. You may have never heard of Krotona or Theosophy at all, but in the 1920s, this philosophical movement was thriving. It included tons of celebrities like Charlie Chaplin and Mary Astor, and even began building their own utopian self-sustaining community within the Hollywood Hills. Many of the structures they built still stand to this day. Later in the video, I will visit some of these sites, and I will explore what happened to this society and all of its history. Welcome to Waste Media. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Let's get started. Theosophy is a philosophical movement that blends Eastern and Western traditions. It emerged in the late 19th century and was founded by Helena Blavatsky, Henry Olcott, and William Quan Judge in New York City in 1875. It draws heavily from Hinduism, Buddhism, and esoteric Western philosophies. The movement wanted to unify science, religion, and philosophy under the guiding principles of universal brotherhood and spiritual enlightenment. Blavatsky believed in an ancient wisdom underlying all world religions that was guarded by a secret brotherhood of spiritual experts known as the Masters. These Masters were beyond normal perception. The movement began to grow, and by the early 20th century, its influence reached California. Albert Powell Warrington, a devoted theosophist, envisioned a spiritual oasis where the ideas associated with theosophy could flourish. Inspired by the ancient Pythagorean commune, Krotona, he set out to create a modern counterpart. After extensive searching, he selected a serene, undeveloped stretch of Beechwood Canyon in the Hollywood Hills. In 1912, the Krotona Institute of Theosophy was established on a 10-acre plot. At the heart of this property stood the Krotona Inn, a complex with a lush courtyard, guest rooms, and a space for communal dining. Completely by coincidence, a couple years ago when I was searching for a place to live in Los Angeles, I actually toured an apartment within this complex, without knowing anything about it. When I was doing research for this video, I realized that I had actually been inside this building. It was really cool inside, with old wallpaper, and had a very old Hollywood feel inside, with nice tile work. Now back to the story. Near the Krotona Inn was the Temple of the Rosy Cross. Built in 1914, it served as the spiritual hub of the entire project. This is where rituals and lectures were hosted in a 350-seat auditorium. A science building was also later added, which was used for metaphysical experiments and research. Craftsman-style bungalows dotted the hills, providing housing for members. Rituals were one of the most important aspects of life at Krotona. Private ceremonies/rituals often involved meditation, chanting, and symbolic acts to connect with the masters and higher planes of existence. The community grew rapidly and attracted wealthy supporters, intellectuals, and many artists who would go on to shape the cultural identity of Hollywood in the 1920s. Among these figures was Mary Hotchner, a former opera singer turned amateur architect who designed some of Krotona's most iconic structures, including the Moorcrest Mansion, which was recently purchased by entertainer Andy Samberg. The Moorcrest Mansion was also famous for housing Charlie Chaplin and actress Mary Astor. Charlie Chaplin became closely associated with the Theosophical Society and Krotona, where he is said to have participated in meditation sessions and discussions about the mystical principles of theosophy. Other influential residents included Christine Stevenson, an heiress of the Pittsburgh Paint Company, who helped found the Hollywood Bowl. Today, the Pittsburgh Paint Company is a Fortune 500 company that is the second largest coding company by revenue, behind only Sherwin-Williams. Even Thomas Edison was a theosophist, although he never lived in Krotona. But this gives you an idea of the amount of money and influence many members within this society had. But things began to change by the mid-1920s. The tranquil nature of Beechwood Canyon slowly began to disappear as Hollywood was rapidly expanding. Seeking a quieter environment, the Krotona Institute made the decision to relocate. In 1926, the Theosophists settled in Ojai, California, about an hour-and-a-half drive from Los Angeles. Today, many remnants of Krotona's Hollywood vision remain scattered around Beechwood Canyon. This is Moorcrest, designed by Mary Hotchner in 1921. This Moorish-inspired mansion remains one of the most iconic structures of the Krotona era. Initially intended as part of the community, Moorcrest gained fame as the home of Charlie Chaplin and later Mary Astor. This is the Ternary Building, originally a trio of Moorish-style residences surrounding a courtyard. The Ternary Building housed prominent theosophists, including Grace Shaw Duff and Mary Hotchner. There is also the Science Building, which was once the site of metaphysical experiments. It is now a private residence. There is also the Krotona Flight Staircase, a grand staircase leading to the colony's main grounds. The Krotona Flight was intended to symbolize spiritual ascension. Built with a fountain and intricate stonework, it offers a dramatic approach to the colony. There is also more structures that were built by the Krotona Society, but not all can be found online. And most of them are private residences now, so you can't really go into them and film them. But they do have a distinct architectural style that you can look out for if you are in the Beechwood Canyon area. Some of them have domes on the roof and a similar style to the other buildings shown in this video. I read somewhere online that there is about 24 structures still remaining in the Beechwood Canyon area that was built by the Krotona Society. The Krotona colony is easy to miss now, but the next time you're in these hills, look out for these distinct buildings within the canyon. As mysteriously as Krotona emerged, it also vanished. Soon the story of these buildings was forgotten, and as the surrounding hills developed, they became just a few buildings within a maze of million-dollar homes and apartment complexes. Hollywood has always been mysterious, especially early Hollywood. The mysteries of this neighborhood live on to this day. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know other places you want me to explore in the comments. Thank you and have a great day.